Today I'm doing a roasted pecans with butter and salt recipe. Not difficult at all. In fact, it's really not a recipe. It's just how to roast pecans Southern style. They're delicious. I love them, and I think you'll love them too. Hi there. I'm Uncle Jim, and welcome to my kitchen. Roasted pecans is not a complicated process at all. The only thing you have to worry about is overcooking. Time and temperature. Let's get started. Here's only 3 ingredients: the pecans, butter, and salt. I always use pecan hashes. I think they're best for snacking. I've never used pecan pieces, but I guess you could. Just plain table salt, no fancy salts required. Of course, you can use any kind of salt you like. Me, I just like plain. The butter. Now, here's one thing I think is absolutely necessary: real butter. Please use real butter. Not only is real butter a natural product, but it also adds to the flavor of the toasted pecans. And if you care about that sort of thing, butter's actually good for you. I've got plain butter here. If you use salted butter, you need to take that into consideration when you're adding the salt. I've got my oven preheated to 300 degrees, and I've melted the butter in the microwave. I've also got a half sheet pan lined with foil. Now, if you don't have a half sheet pan, just use what you got. But this sheet pan will hold a pound of pecans spread out in a single layer. If you've got something smaller, you might have to roast in batches. Okie doke. Now you just dump the pecans in a mixing bowl. And the bigger the bowl, the better. You want to mix in the butter and salt, and if the pecans are not very deep, that makes it a little easier to do. Pour in the melted butter. This is 3 ounces of butter. A stick of butter is 4 ounces, so you're using almost a whole stick. Just dump it all in. You need to try and cover as well as you can. Now give it a stir. The butter coats the pecans pretty easy, no troubles. Stir. Get all the pecans coated well. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now for the salt. Salt is a matter of taste, and I like mine. I like a pretty good bit, but you might not. We'll be making a taste test during the cooking process, so you'll have an opportunity to add more salt if you like. So for this initial salting, you might want to be a little on the stingy side. To get better coverage, I like to add the salt in stages, sprinkling a little and stir, and stir, and stir. Then sprinkling a little bit more and stir. I've got 3 teaspoons measured out here, but I might not use it all. Probably won't. Sprinkle and stir, sprinkle and stir. I think I'm going to stop there. I might add a little more when I taste test during the roasting process. We'll see. You can always add more salt, but it's almost impossible to unsalt. Okay, we're almost ready to start roasting. Dump the buttered and salted pecans on the baking sheet. Spread them out as evenly as possible. I use a spatula. They should be in a single layer or as close to it as you can get. They have a tendency to stick together with all the butter, but the more you can get them in a single layer, the better. They'll roast more evenly. Just keep spreading. That looks fairly good. Pop the pecans in the 300-degree oven and set a timer for 10 minutes. You really need to time this. If you don't have a timer, make a mental note of the time. Time and temperature. After the 10 minutes are up, take them out, give them a look-see. Now, they're not going to be ready after 10 minutes, but they need to get a good stir. Stir them around really well, and if you can, get as many as possible turned over. Place them back in the oven and set your timer for another 10 minutes. After that 10 minutes, take them out and give one a taste test. If they're toasted to your liking, you're good to go. These are not toasty enough for me. I'm going to give them 5 more minutes. Okie dokie, that's 5 additional minutes. That makes 25 altogether. Taste test. That's good. They'll cook a little more with residual heat, but these are just fine. Serve them up. I'll just sneak me one there. Good, good. What you think? Going to give the recipe a try? Got a different method? Leave me a comment and let me know. Love to hear from you. Thanks for stopping by my kitchen. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. This is Uncle Jim. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time.